Hey everyone, I wanted to come back and talk about the Oura Ring. So I picked up the Oura Ring about a month ago. Now, I don't want to do a full-on review of the Oura Ring yet because I'm still getting used to it. I'm still learning all of its capabilities, but I did figure out something amazing with it that helps me track my autoimmune conditions. And this made the whole purchase worthwhile. Like the whole thing is worth it. So for me, I have autoimmune conditions. I've mentioned it in other videos, hypothyroidism, lupus, to name a few. There's probably many more. And I have periods of the day or some days where I wake up and I'm just not fully functioning, or maybe I feel like I'm fully functioning, but I can start my day and then go downhill quickly. So I was kind of playing a guessing game as to, should I walk or should I not walk? Should I try to exercise? Should I not try to exercise? Am I prepared or ready for today? And I was never really sure. I was kind of letting my sickness dictate it, right? So like if I would set out to do something, or I'd make all kinds of plans and then I would try to do them, and then my body would just kind of crash, is I guess a good way to describe it. So with the Oura Ring, it took me about a week to realize the information coming out of it is so good that it's letting me know if I'm ready for the day or not. And then I noticed a pattern. So the Oura Ring, amongst other things, tracks your body temperature, it tracks your heart rate, it tracks your heart rate variability, it tracks your heart rate at night, and it tracks your heart rate variability at night. Just to name a few things, it tracks more. But the heart rate variability turns out is very useful for me because when I go to sleep at night, if it takes too long for my heart rate to go down, or my heart rate variability doesn't go down at all or stays higher, Aura alerts me to that fact and says, you're going to need to rest today. Your body has not recovered from whatever it is you did the day before. Now, this is key. So I started noticing about 2 or 3 times a week, I have the heart rate variability where it stays high, and Aura says, slow down, take it easy today. And then also with that, Aura has a readiness score, which is a score of taking your sleep quality. It takes all of these factors, many other factors. I'm not even talking about all of them yet, but it takes all of that, combines them, and gives you a readiness score. Well, if your readiness score is in the 70s, it's not that great. For me, it's not great. I need it to be in the 80s for me to fully function and be able to exercise. So what was happening is my heart rate variability wasn't going down. So Aura was alerting me to that. So that stays higher. And then also my sleep quality or readiness score would go down accordingly. And when I have that type of gap with the heart rate too high and the readiness score going lower, those are the days I have full on lupus flares if I'm not careful. So what I'm able to do is pay attention to the readiness score and the heart rate variability, and it clues me in to when my body has not recovered, so that I do not exercise on those days, I do not walk on those days, and I try to take it easier than normal because I know whatever I did the day before, my body did not recover. So it's really helping me accurately check or track, not check, track if I'm able to exercise that day. Do I need to rest or can I push it that day? And it's helping me realize that there are about 2 to 3 days out of every single week that I have not recovered from the day before. And I go ahead and try to take it easier those days. So this helps take out all of the guessing on, should I walk? Should I not walk? Should I push it? I was walking and then walking too many days in a row, having lupus flares. I was walking and then having to do other things during the day and having a lupus flare. And I was walking when my body was not ready for it. This takes it all out. And I love this ring for that. I am accurately now tracking my autoimmune conditions, my body readiness scores, so that I know what to do for the day. Like if I need to take it easy, I take it easy. And it's not always, so sometimes it'll tell me your readiness score is low, your heart rate variability was too high, and there's this gap in the chart. And sometimes I wouldn't know or couldn't tell that my body had not recovered. I felt fine. And those are the days I would go ahead and walk and go ahead and push it in the past and have a full lupus flare. So this is helping me control that a little bit better, because now I know the days that I actually need to rest, instead of just, I was resting on days I didn't feel well. But come to find out, on the days I don't feel well, I'm struggling the day before, and I should have already taken it easy. So I'm wondering, will this help me have less lupus flares? Will this help me just be clued in a little bit more to what my body needs? And I feel that it is. So right now, we're in the holiday season. I'm going through it. I am doing a million holiday things. There's a million things to do. There's also a million things of holiday food. I mean, you name it. Our bodies are being bombarded right now. And for autoimmune, this is very hard. The holidays are hard on us because it's not our typical schedules. We don't get to do our typical things. We're eating things that are out of ordinary, and all of this combined, less sleep, more activities, like all of these things combined are just increase the odds that we're going to have some type of autoimmune flares, meltdowns, whatever we want to call them. So the Oura Ring has been really, really helpful for me, so that I know when I'm about to have a flare. I know when I need to rest. I know when, like today, all of my scores are really high and good. And it's like, do whatever you want. So I'm like, that's really cool, because if today is the day that I would walk. Today is the day that I will go ahead and do things and not take it so easy on myself, because I know my body can handle it today. So there's many other things on this Oura Ring I still haven't gotten used to or learned about yet, but it took me about a week to 2 weeks to realize it's literally tracking my autoimmune condition, because when it says I'm not ready, I am not ready. Like it took me about twice to push it when it said, you may be feeling a little bit off. And I was like, no, I'm feeling fine. Let's go ahead and go for it. No, it would just, I would crash every time. So now I feel like I can wake up, check my app to see what my scores are, check to see how well I slept, and then go ahead and plan my day accordingly. So for that, just being able to know when I can and can't walk is mind blowing to me, because I was guessing all of the time. Like all of us, sometimes I can't feel when my body hasn't recovered. There have been times the Oura Ring has warned me that I did not recover, and I was like, what are you talking about? Like, I slept good, I did this, I did that, but it was based off of my heart rate variability not dropping low enough at night. So what the ring does at first is track your body temperature, your heart rate variabilities, all of these things, and then it starts to get patterns based off of how you normally function. So a lot of people that are well, that use this ring, will use it to help them track if they're sick or not. The ring will pick up on key factors and indicate that you're sick 2 days before you feel symptoms. That's what everyone was telling me. And I thought, well, that's probably a good thing to have right now when we are going through so much right now, that maybe that would be a good thing. I also thought tracking sleep would be a good thing, because I suspected I wasn't sleeping well some night. I just wanted to track it all. And I was shocked, absolutely shocked, when it actually tracked my autoimmune condition. So now I know. So I take a look, if my readiness score is high and also my heart rate dropped properly in the night, I have a whole lot less limits on myself, and I know that my body can handle it on days that it's not feeling so great or I haven't recovered from whatever I did the day before. I know to go ahead and take a break. And that is everything with autoimmune. I mean, everything, because there's no more guessing. There's no more just doing it and then watching your body crash. I was having issues with walking because I felt like I could or I felt like I should, trying to get healthier, right? And then halfway through my walk, I would completely crash and struggle to walk back home. Like it was that significant for me. So there's no more of that. Honestly, I haven't had an episode like that since I started paying attention to what the Oura Ring was telling me about my body. And for me, and I know we're all different, so it might be different for you, but the biggest indicator that my body is struggling is when I go to sleep and my heart rate variability doesn't drop low enough, it stays higher. Like I am struggling those days. The next day, I am struggling. So it's nice to know that my body actually gives me signs of what is coming or to come. And then I learned how to prepare for that. So for that, the Oura Ring, I love it. I can't live without it. I'll probably want this for the rest of my life because it tracks autoimmune. Who knew? Who knew? So that is it about the Oura Ring. I just wanted to talk about it because being able to track the autoimmune the way that it does for me, I mean, perhaps your body doesn't give off signals. I don't know. My signal is a heart rate variability. It hasn't been temperature or anything like that. It's just been heart rate variability and sleep. How much I'm getting of REM sleep, too, by the way, is actually very key for me into knowing how well I'm doing that day. So if you haven't checked it out, check it out. If you're trying to track autoimmune conditions, this might be something that works for you. I don't know, but it certainly has been mind-blowing for me, and I love it. Like I love it. I can't live without it. It's one of those things where someone says, what is the one thing that you can't live without? It would be this, because it's tracking things I can't see or feel ahead of time. And that, if you know autoimmune, you know that is everything. It helps. It helps so much. So I will do another video later on in a few weeks or maybe in a month when I learn more about the Oura Ring and just do like a full Oura Ring review or video about all of its other features, because there are a lot of features in the ring. There really are. But for me right now, knowing if my body is prepared for today or not is everything. So check it out. Maybe it can help you track your autoimmune condition. And if you do try it, let me know. Does it, how are you doing? And if you do get it, be aware that it will take a few weeks to learn your body, like how it reacts and how it behaves, before it can get a very good, accurate pattern and start predicting better readiness scores for you and better heart rate variability. And just me going off of it, I am currently having about 3 heart rate variability days where it stays too high and I'm having to rest. So about 3 days out of the week, I'm having to pay attention and rest. I hope this helps you as much as it has helped me. I'll see you guys in the next video. And again, like I said, I'll review the Oura Ring fully. And if you're interested or want to know or learn more about it, but this stuck out the most to me right now. So have a great day. Happy holidays. Enjoy the time with your family. And I'll see you guys in the next video.